why do we need a tiny solar storage system? Well, actually, Edgeware is developing this technology. I guess we will be ready like in 1 or 2 months for the tiny solar storage system. There's many ways to use it. With this technology plus different scenarios, we can make it become different devices. First, we saw that there is a lot of scenario that the world in the rural area, in some developing countries, even developing countries, that they don't have the power. So the people, they don't have power, they cannot get electricity. How they can get the remote educations? How they can receive the signal, the information from cell phone probably. So we need to get the people connected, right? But we need to provide the power to them first. But you know, a lot of developing countries, to provide the power grid to some rural areas, quite difficult. So how to give the power quickly is to have a small, tiny solar storage system for them. But what we can see in the market right now, there's a lot of solar storage system. You know, a lot of things very cheap. But these kind of cheap things, sometimes even it's not safe, because people is thinking about the lower down the cost and use not very good lithium battery, and the system is not reliable. That causes problem, you know, because if you don't use lithium battery very well, it has a chance to you burn the system, right? When you use a very bad lithium battery system. And when remember that this kind of small solar system you have to deploy in people's home, you know. So one small chance you have the problem, you cause the fire, you will destroy a family. So you have to be very careful for this system. So our suggestion is to make a system that has good quality but still affordable price. It's a very difficult balance. With this balance, you can provide a reliable system to the people, but you know, the people in the rural area, in the developing countries, they're not very rich. They don't have they cannot pay a very high cost for this system, right? So you have to make the system very cost effective. So that's the balance we have to make. Another thing is, you can find that in current days, a lot of small devices in outdoor, more and more, and the devices, the power consumption is not big. Previously, when we're doing a job in outdoor, the site you're talking about 1,000 watts, 2,000 watts, even 10,000 watts, this level powers. So we build a very big site easily. But when things get smaller, it will be very difficult for you to provide a power, provide the power storage to it, because it's only 30 watts, 20 watts, 10 watts in the future probably, right? So you have to make a system that can provide a static power to it. But meanwhile, remember, this kind of deployment, still you have to consider the operation. So the small system, you still have to have the functions of monitoring to help you operate it. I'm not talking about the civil usage. I'm talking about the industrial usage. For example, the 5G to be in the future, right? This kind of scenario, the industrial control scenario. You will have more and more this scenario in the future. So you need a tiny solar storage system for it. But remember, very good monitoring and operation. That's the way we are going right now. So I think we will have the product ready very quickly. Then I will show you on this YouTube channel, okay?